The reason why we have gathered here today is for another Hot 10 video. That's right, the hottest selling cards on the reserve list. And if you're a fan of the reserve list, if you're a fan of knowing what the actual sales figures are, that's the reason you've tuned in today to hang out with me, MTG Moxman, so we can start at number 10 and end at number 1. You want to know what cards are selling? You want to know why we're here? Stick around, you're gonna find out. Fans of Magic the Gathering have spoken, and they have done so with hard-earned money. Welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, MTG Moxman here. Thanks again for hanging out for another Hot 10 video. That's right, the fans of Magic the Gathering, the reserve list collectors out there, they are having fun. They're spending some money, and they are buying low-end reserve list cards with a slap to the tickle and saying, you know what, let's have a good time. Open the Necronomicon to page 47, subsection C, where it says, swallow my soul. But also, shop smart, shop S-smart, right? Guys, wow. This is going to be a great video. I can't wait to take us through it. We are going to start at 10, end at 1. But the sales out there are phenomenal. And yes, Soldevi Excavations, it's on the list. And it's pretty high up there. Is it number 1? You're going to have to wait and find out. I'm not going to spoil anything for you. Work your way through the video. And don't forget, everyone, if you enjoyed today's video, give this video a like. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Help the Moxman get to that 20K. Enough messing around. Just slap the subscribe button. You know how much it costs you? 0. Nothing to subscribe. It's free. Get my content each and every day. Make fun of me in the comments sections and my overly enthusiastic, overly caffeinated Canadian sensibility. I know. Guys, let's get to this. Let's jump to this video. This is awesome. Starting out today's video at number 10 is Kjeldoran Outpost from Alliances with 54 sales, March 18th to the 24th of 2023. That's right, this card, it's had an all-time high of $39.99. That was March of 2021. And the all-time low for this card, way back in February of 2016, was $3.57. And the current price tag for this card is $16.98. And of course, all today's video were all US prices. Now, Kjeldoran Outpost, guys, there's a reason it's having a bit of an uptick. And it's not just, it's a fabulous reserve list card. This card makes soldiers. And ever since we saw that little uptick, with the brand new, amazing Elspeth, we go, yeah, we can see where this is going. You're giving us Elspeth that makes soldiers, and now this card gives us soldiers? Oh wait, it's a vice versa. This card always gave us soldiers, and now tribal themes are kind of coming back in. Even though Wizards of the Coast likes to think they're not, they really are, and the Outpost definitely will get you there. And this original Alliance's artwork is phenomenal. This card is just amazing. Let's face it, it's the way you want to go. Spend a few bucks, and knowing the card was over double this price makes it a very easy pill for most people to swallow. But enough of this. Let's jump down. Let's check out the number 9 card this week. That's right, we're back chasing the rainbow. And no, it's not Skittles. We are talking Rainbow Veil Fallen Empires, guys. Another amazing card that does just crazy shenanigans when used properly. Rainbow Veil, though, had 59 sales this week with an all-time high of $19.99 way back in August of 2020. That's almost 3 years ago. The all-time low, 48 cents. That's right, this card was 48 cents in March of 2013. It's Fallen Empires, right? People just used to laugh at this stuff. And the current price tag is $7.30 US. And that's right, when you take a look at the Rainbow Veil, not only does it have a great artist who I've always enjoyed their artwork, but this card taps to add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. And then control of the Rainbow Veil passes to a target opponent. Guys, it says opponent, but it's target opponent because you're going to use this probably inside Commander. A very interesting card, and there can be great combos made with this card. Passing it to an opponent who needs the right mana, but trying to keep a Commander ally alive. You guys know this card is just so good. You know it's true, and that's the way it is. But you know what? Our next card, The number 8 slot is a bit of a surprise. Although I did talk about this card, I'm glad it has made the list. It just shows you that people out there, they just want to have some fun, and that is going to be Winter's Chill. That's right, guys. Ice Age has made it into the Hot 10. Now, Winter's Chill had 64 sales this week. Its all-time high is $12.29, February of 2021. The all-time low, 28 cents. 28 cents, March of 2017, and the current price tag is $2.18. And of course, when you read this card closely, in case you missed my other video, well, you can go back and watch the video, but just in case you did, this card has a lot of text. There's a lot of reading to do. It is 1 blue plus X, but it's not X generic. Pay attention to the card. It says, cast only during combat before defense is chosen. At the end of combat, destroy X target attacking creatures. X cannot be greater than the number of snow-covered lands you control. For each attacking creature, its controller may pay 1 or 2 to prevent that creature from being destroyed this way. If they paid 1, the creature deals no combat damage and is not destroyed. If the creature pays 2, if you paid 2 for the creature, then the creature deals regular damage and of course is not destroyed. This is a blue board wipe that costs less than $2 and nobody sees it coming. And again, I did use it in a video a week ago where I used it on another commander deck playing goblins, and I teamed that up with Mana Short. It was an epic battle, and you know what? A lot of fun, and that's what this game is all about. Never forget that. Chasing the rainbow, going down with the winter's chilly night. This is fun stuff, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at our next card, and that is Mind Over Matter. This card doesn't go away. The price tag is ticking up and people recognize the crazy combo. That's right, guys. Mind Over Matter is number 7 this week. It had 75 sales still. Its all-time high is $138.99 January 2021. The all-time low is $6 way back in November of 2013, and its current price tag is $92.96. This card could be flirting with its all-time high if these sales continue on the path of devastation we're seeing from all these people buying reserve list cards. Now, Mind Over Matter is 4 blue and 2 other. It's an enchantment. Choose and discard a card. Tap or untap, target artifact, creature, or land. And of course, people are going to be using this with the One Ring. That's what they're all talking about. This is the crazy stuff. Basically, let you draw your deck. Good stuff that's going to be cheap. But I think this combo will calm down. You just have to wait for it. Don't go hog wild paying like $100 and something bucks when you can wait a year and get this card back at the $30 level. Okay, I think this card will slip back down when people kind of get past this amazing combo, unless of course it starts dominating in Commander, which could happen. Then we might see some more craziness coming our way. But you know what? That was number 7. We're still moving down the yellow brick road to take a look at number 6, and that is Didgeridoo. That's right, guys. Didgeridoo is hanging in there. This thing continues to sell, and the price is now starting to be affected. That's right, the current price is rising. 98 sales this week with an all-time high of $59.99 January of 2021. The all-time low for this card, though, 69 cents September 2012. Kind of like when card market basically first started out. Current price tag, though, $16.75. Pay attention to that, because in the last week and a half, the card's already gone up a couple of bucks, okay? It is starting to rise. It'll start getting onto bigger YouTube channels' radar as soon as players recognize the fact that if they get it now, they're getting it before it gets expensive. Remember, it's been as high as $59.95. This is like 1/3 of that price still, and that has a lot of players recognizing that a card like Didgeridoo has a lot of playability in Minotaur Tribal, and we don't know when that will happen and we get more Minotaurs, but every few sets they give us a few. It's a 1 casting cost generic. Take a Minotaur from your hand and put it directly into play, although it was just summoned, and it's 3 to use it. It's not a mono artifact, guys. It doesn't say use it on your turn or activate as a sorcery or comes into play tap. No. You get to use this thing right away. You get to do what you want. You get to blow the flute, make a whole bunch of giant Minotaurs come running out, and just start beating people up. And that's a lot of fun for a lot of players out there. Let's face it. That's what we like to do sometimes, is have a little bit of crazy fun. But now we've passed that card. We are dropping down to the number 5 card. And that's right, it's still Royal Decree. It's hanging in with 108 sales still this week, guys. Think about it. The cards only go higher from here. You thought Didgeridoo was high. You thought the other cards were high. We're going higher. That's right. That's how crazy this buyout stuff has been going on. Royal Decree, 108 sales. All-time high, $4.99, June of 2022. The all-time low, 28 cents, way back in March of 2017. And the current price tag, $3.99. Guys, a card like this, I can see why people like it, okay? It can have a little bit of play. Yes, it has cumulative upkeep, but it's too white and too generic. It is an enchantment. Whenever a swamp, mountain, black permanent, or red permanent becomes tapped, Royal Decree deals 1 damage to that permanent's controller. That's ouch. But don't worry, because we can get them a Band-Aid and make them feel better, okay, guys? Royal Decree, it's a lot of writing on the wall for what's going to happen to the decks it faces off against. But the number 4 card is Conchhorn from Fallen Empires. That's right. This card is back in there again with 111 sales this week with an all-time high of $18.45 back in February of 2021 and an all-time low of 30 cents March 2017 with the current price tag being $4.48. This card is a very affordable option for those players who need to have a little bit of card draw. Remember, the Conchhorn is a 2 casting cost artifact that is generic. No colors needed. Now, it is 1 and tap. Sacrifice the Conchhorn, draw 2 cards, and then put any 1 card from your hand back on top of your library. Think about how devastating this can be, but the fact it fits anywhere tells you this card should be so much more expensive than it is, but nobody recognizes it because it's a Fallen Empires card. People ignore it at their own peril. For one day when this card's a $50 card, people will look back and say, do you remember? Because Taco Bell, they remember. I know, I used a Taco Bell reference. I couldn't help myself. But that's all right. We're jumping down now, guys. We've made it this far on the Yellow Brick Road. We are into our top 3. You want to know what the next card is? You're dying to know. So was I, and this is what we got. Volrath Shapeshifter. I did mention it in a video this week, and it looks like a lot of people took that to heart, and they decided to nibble around the edges of this card. Volrath Shapeshifter had 126 sales this week with an all-time high of $43, and that's back in October of 2017, and the all-time low of 58 cents in March of 2017, and we only have a current price tag of $4.07, guys. That's how inexpensive this card is. And when you look at Volrath Shapeshifter, it is 2 blue, 1 generic creature Shapeshifter. This card says, as long as the top card of your graveyard is a creature card, Volrath Shapeshifter has the full text of that card and has the text of 2, discard a card. Guys, wow, okay? The fact that this card can copy the entire text of a card, it can copy Eldrazi, it can copy anything you need as long as it's the top card. There are reasons to put cards in your graveyard when this amazing card comes into play. But you know what? Enough. We got to move things on. We have to jump down. We've got 2 cards left to expose to the world about how crazy things are. And yep, the number 2 card is Soldevi Excavations. It almost took the top spot, guys. It was almost there. And although it didn't quite make it, we know the effect by looking at what we've done on the market. Number 2, Soldevi Excavations, 203 sales. That's right. 203, starting with the buyout on my live stream last week, and thank you everyone who participated. Participation, as we'd say here in Canada, right? Wow, guys, an amazing thing to see happen, to see how the market reacts. Now, the all-time high was also done by this channel, and that's $44.89, September 2021. The all-time low, 89 cents, April 2013, and the current price tag, $24.95. I find this very interesting that the market has not reacted with a sharper upturn of the price, okay? I expected a bigger spike with the low availability of this card on the market. Other than Card Market Overseas, guys, I think we'll see more of a reaction of this price later on. But for those who didn't know this card, if you've missed out on the awesomeness that is Soldevi Excavations and joined my tinfoil hat army that is this channel, this is where we're at. This is a land card. When Soldevi Excavations comes into play, sacrifice an untapped island or bury Soldevi Excavations. You may tap to add 1 blue and 1 generic to your mana pool. That's right, it taps for 2. That's awesome. Or you can go ahead and pay one, tap it, look at the top card of your library. You may put that card on the bottom of your library. That's right, scrying ability. On the land, super cheap and easy to use, and so many ways of getting things done. But you know what? You've waited long enough. You guys wanted to know the number one card. That's how insane these sales are this week. Hundreds and hundreds of sales on the reserve list. And we are now finally at the Yellow Brick Road. We're at the journey. We're outside the Emerald City. And this is your number one card this week on the Moxman's Hot 10. And that is Draconian Cylix. Can you believe it, guys? It is here again with 219 sales. Yes, that's how close Soul Devi came, but it couldn't quite close the deal. All right, guys, it has an all-time high of $5.38, March 2021. The all-time low, 25 cents, guys, 25 cents, March 2017. And the current price tag, that's right, $1.48. I almost said $4.81, but that's just my dyslexia acting up. Don't worry about that, guys. It just flipped some things around. Now, for those who didn't know, Draconian Cylix is a 3 casting cost generic artifact. It has 2 and tap it. Discard a card at random from your hand to regenerate target creature. Not your creature. Doesn't have to be. Could be your opponent's creature. There's lots of political negotiations going on every day in EDH. And this could be a card for you. And that's what people are seeing. This is where we're at. And this was totally your Hot 10. This was your reserve list Hot 10. It blew my mind doing these counts to see these phenomenal sales. I didn't know what to say. I'm like so excited to see it and to share it with you guys today. I just hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed presenting it to you. Thanks again for hanging out with me. Thanks for being here on the channel. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you at the live stream if you're here on Sundays, because you know the reserve list videos are always on a Sunday for the reserve list Hot 10. And of course, we always have a live stream, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. I will see you guys there. If you're new to the channel, stop on by. What you're seeing right now is a list of the fantastic members I have on this channel who support my work each and every day. These are the patrons, the YouTube membership members who help this content get created. Thanks again, everyone. This close to number one. Do you know how hard that would ever be to repeat? There's not enough Soul Devis out there to buy it and do it again. What's that? Have you noticed there's no restock of the cards? Yeah, there's a few extra if you could only ship to the US, but here in Canada, there's like 5 copies available. So close. You guys are awesome for helping make this happen. Thanks a lot for being here at the end of the video. Thanks for sticking around. And yes, I went and saw John Wick. It was amazing and you should see it. It was awesome.